Hi, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Lemonade and Ice Cream YouTube Hop. And today I am working with a cut file that I created. And if you watched my channel yesterday, you would have seen how I created that cut file. So hopefully you had a chance to do that. And if you didn't, you can go back and watch my video from yesterday showing exactly how that cut file just came together. So I am layering it up. I have the shadow background in white, and I'm layering it up with this yellow paper that actually says hooray all over it. And I know it's hard to read on the screen because it is all cut into smaller pieces. But when you're really looking at it in person, you can kind of figure out what it reads if that is of any importance to you. And the reason I went with that is I have this ice cream paper in the background that is from Amy Tangerine's Picnic in the Park, and it's got ice cream cones, and the cones are about the same color as that yellow. And also my daughter and my grandson are both wearing that same color yellow in the photo. So I thought it was a good fit, and I do kind of like how it looks. But I did decide to ink up the entire cut file. Just around the edges, and I'm not going real bold with the inking. I'm just doing it slightly just to give it a little bit of definition. And what I'm doing there is I'm testing the center part of the O before I actually take ink to the actual cut file to see if I like it. And I'm using walnut stain, and the reason I chose walnut stain was I was thinking kind of like chocolate, but you know, there's not even enough walnut stain on there to make it look like chocolate. It's just enough to give more definition to each of those yellow letters. So I am going to go through and do that. I do fast forward it quite a bit, and I don't make you sit through the entire process because it does take some time. And as you can see, I am inking at a very 40 or 90 degree angle because I don't want ink on the front of the cut file. I just want it on the edges. Even though I'm doing the insides and such. And if I don't get every spot, that's okay. It's just giving a little bit of extra definition, as I mentioned. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing that. And I don't make you sit through it, like I said, but I am going to go ahead and glue everything down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And while I do that, I'll let you know that this is a hop that we are doing, a whole bunch of us. And if you're interested in seeing more people playing along, all of their links are down in my description box below. You can check them out. There's all kinds of inspiration. Again, it's lemonade and ice cream. I chose to focus on the ice cream because, well, I love ice cream more than lemonade. No, not really. I do love ice cream, and I do love lemonade. But I had this photo of my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandson, and my niece on National Ice Cream Day, and I thought this was the perfect way to document it. So she had sent me pictures. This is when they were on a trip down to visit my niece down in Southern California. So what I did also was I went ahead and inked up the white portion of the cut file, trying to give a little added definition because I have two kind of softer colors, that soft pink and the soft yellow, and it doesn't really give you a lot of contrast between the layers. And in fact, I leave it like this for this particular layout, but I am toying with the idea of taking the entire layout apart, which I know sounds crazy, and adding a layer of black. And so if I do that, I will have that on my channel in the next couple of days. But the layout is completely completed by the end of this particular video. I just am toying a few days later with the idea of adding some black to it just to make things pop. And I think that actually might be interesting for you guys to see, like, you know, I don't often take my layouts apart, but sometimes, every once in a blue moon, I think, well, you know, something needs to be added. And usually I do that right away. I don't necessarily wait for days later, but you know, I already have this video done, and I thought, you know what, I think I might actually do that. So you'll be able to check that out in a couple of days if I actually get the guts to do it. And part of that will depend on how easily I can pull that cut file up. The ATG does allow for some taking apart of things, but I don't know. It's been several days since I actually made this layout, so I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. Now I did ink up the white portion of the cut file with some of this Kitsch Flamingo oxide ink, and I am obviously inking up the outside of the layout also just to bring in that darker pink. I had a 6x6 ombre piece of pink paper that I backed the entire photo with, and the photo was printed with a white border, so I left that white border. I just trimmed it down a bit and added that pink paper behind, and then the lighter part of the pink I did ink it up with that Kitsch Flamingo as well. I have one of the photo mats that I get from Hobby Lobby. I buy a stack of 4.5 by 6.5 inch papers, and in white and in black, so I can use them to mat photos, and that's what I'm using right here. I just used my notebook edge punch to punch the edge of it, and I'm going to trim that off, and that's going to be the journaling spot. Now I'm not actually going to journal on this. I'm leaving that for my daughter. This will probably go in Noah's album, and I leave a lot of space in his albums for her to document because obviously I wasn't there, as I mentioned, and so I'm kind of leaving that for his mom to do. And so you're not going to see any journaling today, and I am actually leaving the embellishments quite simple because that big title is pretty bold and it doesn't really need a lot. I have a couple of dies that punch those gold, well, it can punch it in any color, but it's that pinked circle, and that kind of make it look like a gold medal or a gold seal. And I have them in several sizes. They are from Tim Holtz and they're quite old. But I did run those through in gold on it through my my Sidekick to create a little gold medal there, or a gold seal. And that is where I'm going to put these wooden alphas. They're not alphas, wooden ice cream pieces. Now what I was doing there was I used my pencil to see where I wanted them layered because they are wood. I didn't want them so thick. And so I just drew a line around where I wanted the white one to fit into the popsicle shaped one. And I used my jewelry snips to kind of cut that popsicle one. And then I used a file to file it down. And then I sprinkled a little bit of Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine on it. And I'm going to add a few enamel dots. And that's going to do it. So check out everyone else who is playing along. Again, the list is down below. I'm really curious to see what everyone else did. This is really kind of a fun hop. It's just celebrating the summer and, you know, the things we do in summer or eat in summertime. And so I thought it was a lot of fun to play along with this one. I hope that you have enjoyed it. You're not going to see quite as many layouts or videos on my channel as in July, because July I did every day. But this month I will have a couple for you each week while I prepare for September, which is going to be another month of videos every day. And I might have a few different different videos for you for August. I have one that I am prepping that is how to actually make this title, like I mentioned, and how to make other kinds of titles that maybe have graphics involved and not just fonts. So hopefully I'll be able to get those up on my channel for you as well. I am adding a couple of enamel hearts. And that is pretty much it. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. Check out everyone who's playing down below. Again, if you have liked this video, I would love it if you'd hit the like button. If you are not already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, thank you for subscribing and sticking with me. And thank you for watching today. I really, really do appreciate it. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I do get back to you, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. And I will see you guys again very soon for another video. Bye-bye.